Now then, and welcome to this first update for my Baron's War project. So I painted up a group of knights, all led by the Baron of Bedale, Brian Fitzalan. So let's have a look at him first. This is the first one I did. I think it turned out quite nicely. Did quite a bit of research on this guy. So Brian Fitzalan lived around the time of the First Baron's War. But there's nothing really written about him. Now, he had a son called John. There's nothing really about him either. And then he had a grandson called Brian as well. So the Brian Fitzalan that I've kind of based the colour scheme and everything off is his grandson, who would have been alive probably Second Baron's War, maybe a little bit later. I think he was at the Battle of Stirling Bridge up in Scotland. So yeah, a little bit later. But I'm kind of assuming that the colour scheme would, or the heraldry would be the same. It'd be like a family coat of arms. Excuse me. Yeah. So that's kind of what I went with. Hopefully I've got it right. I am focused then. I am from Bedale, and places like Fitzalan Road and places like that. I never really attached to anything, but now it kind of makes sense. And I'm going to pop back at some point and have a little walk around with my camera. And Brian Fitzalan's actually buried in the church that I was married in, so if I can speak to the local vicar, get in there and have a little look. But yeah, that's Brian Fitzalan. That's the leader of my retinue. He's armed with a mounted pick. It's pretty cool. Now, the first knight I did to accompany him is this guy. So this guy, a little bit of artistic license used again, or creative license. So it's Sir John Walton of Massam. Now, the De Waltons were sort of the lords of Massam before the Scrope family took over. Now, I couldn't find any heraldry or anything for John de Walton here, so I used the Scrope colours. It kind of ties it to Massam, so you have to forgive me for that. But this one turned out quite well. Painted it all the heraldry like freehand. Took me ages. It's quite challenging to get it all nice and straight. I do apologise because my neighbours just decided to start cutting the lawn. The guy's retired, he could do it any time, you know. He has to do it on a weekend when I want to chill out in my shed. But anyway, that is John de Walton. Oh, crap. Yeah, just bent his sword, look. Dear me. Right, yeah, so there he is. The next one I did was Sir William Colville. This guy's from Kirby Sigston. He was the Lord of Kirby Sigston, which is a small hamlet just the other side of Northallerton. And interestingly enough, Kirby Sigston is where Rishi Sunak, the current Prime Minister, lives, in the manor house. There was a castle there, so I'm assuming this guy would have lived there. Now, again, bit of artistic license with this one. I researched the colour schemes, found it all and everything, but I read the kind of medieval colouring wrong. So I know it's gules, which is red, and azure, no, sorry, not azure, or, which is yellow or gold. And I've got them the wrong way around, so it should be a yellow main colour, and the stripes and the dots should be red. Bummer. I didn't realise until afterwards, but maybe this guy's a cousin of his or something like that. So he's got the family colours but reversed. That's what we'll go with. No one will know. It'll be fine. So that's him anyway. I quite like this figure, the way he's like leaning down, pointing his sword. And these Footsore Miniatures are amazing. They kind of paint themselves, if I'm honest. So nice. Yeah, really cool. Stay in focus, that'd be cool as well. Yeah, there we go. Yep, so that's Sir William. And then the last one I did was this guy. this is Robert of Quaker. Now, Robert Quaker was a real person. He was alive at the time. There's no details that I can find. So I've made his colour scheme up. I went with red and white because part of Quaker, it was like joint ownership between the Lord of Bedale and the Lord of Middleham. And Lord of Middleham was the Nevilles, and their colours were white and red. But they had like a saltire, so like a cross. It was either a white shield with a red cross or a red shield with a white cross. So I just went with it half and half. Just kind of ties it into both a little bit, kind of in my head it does anyway. And he's carrying the flag of Brian Fitz Allen there. Another nice figure. Yeah, so that's him. Again, bit of creative license used on this one, but you know, a lot of stuff we just don't know. If anyone has got really good resource of the colour schemes for knights and things in this period, it's more the lesser knights that are more interesting, because all the famous ones, like the earls and things, it's all recorded somewhere. But these lesser knights who would have made up the retinues of the great men of the day, there isn't that much recorded for a lot of them. So yeah, that's him. Also painted Brian Fitz Allen on foot. That's him there. He comes as part of the pack when you buy the mounted version. If you'd like to focus. There we go. So he's got his pick still. So he's jumped off his horse. That's in case I get a unit of foot knights and he can lead them. Again, very nice figure. Paul Hicks has done an amazing job on these. They're brilliant. Yep, so that's him. And I found this guy. I've had him ages. I forgot I had him, to be honest. I got him free as part of I think it's when I bought my late Romans or something. He was like the free figure of the month at Footsore do. And he's actually a Knights Templar, but I've painted him up as a Hospitaller. I painted him ages ago. So I'm sure I better fit him in somewhere. He can be one of Brian's advisors or something. Maybe. Yeah, I can fit him in, can't I? He'll be alright. So that's everything I've got done so far. Next up, I'm working on my men-at-arms. So I think there's 6 of those. Yeah, there's 6 of them. I've just started them. Hopefully by maybe next week I'll have got those done. I'll have another little update on the Barons War. But a couple of other little things that I've been doing. To be fair, I did these a while ago. This is like a little chicken coop, a little bit of terrain. I made this for my Dark Age stuff more than anything. But I think it'd probably work for this period as well. Like, it's just a wooden chicken coop with some straw on top. It's all made out of coffee stirrers from Costa. Bit of polystyrene board there as a base. And a pan scourer on top. That's my little chicken coop. Oh, and to go with that, got some little chickens. I do like to have this kind of scattery kind of stuff on the table. It immerses you more in it, doesn't it? I think these are from war bases, these little chickens. Yeah. So a bunch of little chickens there. I made this one as well. Same method. I mean, he's at it again with that lawnmower. Do apologise. This is my little pigsty. Got my pigs in there. And that'll work as well for this period, I reckon. Yeah, made the same way, coffee stirrers and things. I think the fence itself is from Renedra. I just cut it up and try to make it fit. Yeah, so that'll be alright. I need to get some more sort of 12th century sort of houses. So probably not, I probably can't use the A-frame thatched buildings that like the Saxons would have lived in or the Vikings or anything. But I'll probably get away with these two. So there's the rest of the warband. I need to crack on, get them done. Really enjoying painting these figures. And what else I've done is, sorry, my wife's trying to ring me. I've got myself some more animals just to scatter around on the table to make it look cool. These are from war bases again. So there's a couple of red deer. So you got a stag there and a hind. Pretty good. Got myself some bunny rabbits. Can't really see them. Some little bunny rabbits. Have them sat around on the table. It's just it's all that immersive thing, isn't it? And then a couple of foxes here as well. I'll get those based up and I can scatter them around on the table. Yeah. So not only is it it's inspired me to obviously paint these knights and things and get into the Barons War, but try to make an immersive little scene as well, because it's played on quite a small table and it's a skirmish game, so you can kind of afford to dive into it and make it look cool. That's hope anyway. Right, I've definitely waffled on far too long already. So if you made it to the end, thanks very much. Remember to give it a like. Leave a comment if you'd like to. I always like reading the comments. I always try to reply to everybody. Not always, but I do try. Yeah, that's about it. So thanks very much for watching. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.